let's talk about good safe practices all forklift operators should follow when they travel from one location to another.
The lower the load is to the ground, the more stable you are. Obviously, as you get higher, you're going to lose a little stability, especially when you're turning. So you want to make sure you want to keep your load nice and low.
Always travel with the forks and the load at the lowest safe height. You may have to raise them slightly if you encounter bumps or seams in the floor. Indoor floors are usually smooth, so the forks should be only about 2 to 4 inches off the floor.
Raising or lowering your load while you're moving causes you to have a non-constant center of gravity, and it's less predictable.
And of course, you should never engage in stunt driving or horseplay. Never exceed the authorized plant speed limit, and go slow enough to be able to stop safely at any time. Loose objects, bumps, or depressions can cause you to lose control of steering, bring you to a sudden stop, and cause the load to tip. Avoid wet, oily, or icy surfaces. Clean them up as soon as possible. Keep all parts of your body inside the forklift frame. A hand or foot anywhere outside the protection cage can easily get pinched or crushed. Even without a load, your visibility is restricted. Always look in the direction of travel and keep a clear view of the travel path. Pedestrians always have the right of way. Keep an eye out for them. Watch those convex mirrors if you have them. Sound the horn at blind intersections and proceed slowly. Travel in reverse if the load blocks your view. Never give anyone a ride on your forklift unless the unit is designed for passengers. Keep a distance of at least 3 forklift lengths between you and any forklift traveling in front of or behind you. Don't pass a forklift that's traveling in the same direction if you're at a blind spot, intersection, or other dangerous location. It's just safest never to pass. Never drive a forklift up to anyone in front of a bench, wall, or other fixed object. If your forklift were to lurch forward, the person may get trapped and crushed against the object.
You never want to come head-on with the pedestrian, especially if there's something behind them like a bench or fixed object or something like that. Should your brakes go out or whatever, you're going to be pinning that person.
The right way is to approach parallel to the person and the fixed object, not directly towards them. Don't allow anyone to walk or stand under the elevated forks, even if the forks are not carrying a load. Many loads are so tall that they obscure your line of sight. The preferred way is to split the load and carry it on 2 separate pallets. If you can't split a tall load that obscures your view, you must either drive in reverse, use a spotter, or both. Spotters must be able to respond to danger quickly and communicate with the driver. Make sure you and your spotter use the same hand signals. Be courteous to your coworkers and help protect their safety. Never park a forklift near walkways, stairways, or in front of a fire exit. When you park, make sure you lower the forks so they don't create a tripping hazard. If you leave a forklift unattended, lower the forks to the ground. Set the controls to neutral, set the parking brake, and turn off the power. It's also a good idea to take the key with you. And if the forklift is on an incline, chock the wheels.
The thing that I have to repeat the most is to set the emergency brake and put the vehicle in neutral.
If you leave a forklift but stay within 25 feet and in sight of the truck, you must lower the forks to the ground, set the controls to neutral, and set the brake. And by the way, even if you remain within 25 feet, to be extra safe, you should shut it off.
It's not just a matter of turning the engine off, though. You should turn the gas off also. And if you're going to be taking a break in the break room, you should disconnect the electrical connection when you do that also.